a dream of being an actor, but you're kind of like lost in the woods? Where do you even start? Or maybe you started out as an actor and you were thriving, and now you're living in a sea of toys like this. How do you get actor ready in 2025? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because my mentors are going to tell us. Join me in welcoming Wendy Elaine Wright and Amy Linden. I'm so excited! Then I go to an Amy Linden Actor.club, or I go to a Wendy Elaine Wright master course on whatever it is we're working on, and I come out of there going, oh, I can do anything. So I just want to allow you the space to do whatever you want. This is us. I see you on Zoom all the time.
I feel like stretching.
I know. We're so happy to be here, and we're so glad you asked us, Dawnnie.
They didn't answer my question the way I thought they would. What are the top 5 things any actor needs to do now to get 2025 ready? No, they gave you so much more, and they might just have dropped a little nugget or two about some sales to the things that they offer that take it. I'm telling you, you got to watch the whole video to hear it, because yes, this is a pre-recorded live. Why? Because I had to fix some little glitchy of myself. But you know what? I'm glad I did, because I forgot to properly introduce my own mentors. Wendy Elaine Wright runs the Hollywood Winner Circle. Amy Linden runs the Linden Technique. She's a fabulous coach. In fact, I'm going to put somewhere a link to her IMDb page. This lady is a working actor and knows what she's doing, and also wrote the 15 guideline map to booking and has actor.club that I'm in. I'm not even kidding you when I tell you that I would have quit acting 3 years ago if it wasn't for these two. All right, I've been talking about this all week, and I couldn't be more excited to tell you who's in the room. You can see them right here. Amy Linden and Wendy Elaine Wright. Here, do one of these, because this will be my... Wait, I gotta take the glasses off. This is gonna be my thumbnail. Okay, you two, I gush about you all the time. I'm gonna try not to cry in this freaking video.
Oh my gosh, Dawnnie, you're so adorable.
I almost quit acting like every month, in my mind and soul. I'm serious. You know this about actors. We're kind of like Looney Tunes. And then I go to an Amy Linden Actor.club, or I go to a Wendy Elaine Wright master course on whatever it is we're working on, and I come out of there going, oh, I can do anything. So I just want to allow you the space to do whatever you want. This is us. I see you on Zoom all the time. So it's us in a room, what you feel like sharing. I have some questions planned. I'll hit those questions, do what you want with them.
I feel like stretching.
I know. We're so happy to be here, and we're so glad you asked us, Dawnnie. And, you know, I'm a big fan of yours, Dawnnie, because I see your dedication, your positivity, your passion, and you also help so many people as you're going along the way. I love your YouTube channel. It's got so much like great content for helping new actors who are coming up. And I just love how you're always learning. You like thirst for knowledge and for excellence is really, you know, a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love being a part of your life.
Thank you. Thank you. I told Amy right before you came on that literally yesterday I learned how to use my iPhone as a webcam. Do you see how I'm less blurry? Yeah, I'm going to post a video about that tomorrow or maybe this week. Amy, tell us a little bit. Hello. From like whatever you want to say.
How are you, Amy?
Yeah.
I'm good. I just started this new exercise program. And it's called the Exercise Coach, and it's literally only 20 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, I like that. That's doable.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'll sign up for that. But it's just because as you're pushing the weight forward, it's holding. So you have to hold it, and so your muscles never atrophy, and that's kind of like acting.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that actors only get pumped up when they get an audition. They should be pumped up every single day, every single moment. That resistance will only make you stronger because it makes the muscles stronger. And so I've noticed a lot of people that they just kind of fit it in. You can't fit it in. You have to always be at the top of your game. Like when somebody comes to me for coaching, I'd rather they look like I just need to tweak them to make great, rather than sit there and go, where did you get that story from? That's not what you were given. You know, it's like basic stuff. And so I'm getting in strong shape, and I think actors need to do the same.
I love that analogy. And I was reading the other day that muscles is the key to great health. That the more muscle you have in your body, the more calories you burn at a resting state, but also the stronger you are to catch yourself if you fall, the more flexible you are. Just the fact that you don't have a lot of muscle puts you at a lot of weakness susceptibility to a lot of disease and a lot of problems. So, but keeping that muscle strong, even as an actor, remember Jack Turnbull, God rest his soul. Jack said, acting is a muscle, work it out.
Yeah. And you know, I also do somatic yoga. I had a big party at my house, right? So I'm putting away all the bottles, and I forgot I was on a step ladder. And I flew off the step ladder, okay?
No.
Landed on the floor in the kitchen. But since I've been doing somatic yoga, I'm all stretched. So I literally felt like this. And nothing hurt. I didn't hurt myself.
Yeah, that's so amazing.
I thought, oh, I wish a camera was on, because that was funny.
You remind me of Madonna back when she said, when she was dating Warren Beatty, and he said, does anything matter without a camera? And she's like, no. And it's like, you know what? No, the camera is such a gift because it documents your life. It documents the life of your loved ones, of everything, of things you see and do. And actors need to not wait until they have an audition to start getting in front of that camera.
Yes, I completely agree with that. I think they need to be training and in front of the camera at the same time.
Yeah.
I think I got a little delayed for a second. That's the thing about using the iPhone, but I don't care. I'm just clearer. Was I delayed? Am I delayed right now? Because I feel like
I'm delayed.
When you fell, I was thinking about tuck and roll, the theater actor, tuck and roll.
She did a little tuck and roll and stood up.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm
not hurt.
I want to get to one of my secret questions that I didn't tell you I was going to ask. How long have you two known each other? And when did you become, like, really good friends?
Yesterday.
I think Wendy and I think we've known each other in a past life, because
absolutely,
she really feels like she's my sister. Whenever we have like sleepover dates, it's really fun. Like when you're 14 years old and you have your friends sleep over.
Yeah.
And that's how it feels. And I always cry and I tell Wendy, oh, I love this. It reminds me of when I'm 14. She just reminds me of the friends that I had when I was a child.
Yeah. You can make me cry, Amy. You can make me cry. She's the only person I do that with. You know, I try to go up there every month and be with her. I love her so much. And our time together is so precious to me. And, you know, I think we really do have a deep, deep spiritual and soulful connection. I mean, we have so much an alignment in this life with each other. It's phenomenal. And every time we talk, it's like, you too? Everything she did, you too? I did the same time. Our lives are so parallel and we are so in sync with each other's experiences. It's beautiful. But I tell you, I met her professionally, I think 2013. So I've known her quite a while as a manager, as I was managing actors, sending people to her. And then over time, I started sitting in classes, watching her technique. Mm-hmm. And I was just blown away, literally, because I could teach acting, but Amy can teach acting. You know what I'm saying? So I can teach them acting, and I have my own skills that I like to use with actors. And I've taught it for many years off and on. I taught it in the elementary school, the high school, the junior high. I owned an acting school at one time. But Amy is a master coach, you know. So I would sit and watch an actor that I was like, I don't know what the fuck I do with them. I really don't. And she would take this technique she does and spin them. And because I'm almost ready to give up on them. I'm like, I don't know this person. I don't know how to fix this problem. This is a problem. And then she would take her technique and she would apply it and they would do it and the acting would become brilliant. And I'd go, oh my God. See, that's the difference when you train with someone at this level. It pulls things out of the actor that you didn't know you could pull out of them. Or that they don't even know.
I literally would have people, like, there were people that would come to class back in the day and they'd be like, suck.
Like, did you say they sucked?
Yeah, that's what the actor would say to me. They would go, they're so bad. And I'd be like, give them a couple of months. Give them a couple of months, and they're not going to be bad. And you better not judge other actors. Stop judging their actor. If you don't like the way they're acting, stop watching them. But I'm gonna transform them because there's a lot of actors that have a lot of like technique, or they studied at Juilliard or whatever. But if you give me an actor that has an emotional facility and has a passion, I'd much rather work with that actor than somebody that comes to me that has like training like this.
Yeah.
You know, because I believe with passion and with your ability to storytell and understanding your emotional instrument, you're capable of doing brilliant things. It's just a lot of people just don't know where that is, you know?
Yeah. And also they have to have that curiosity and be willing to learn, and they have to be open like Dawnnie is, you know, because you can have the greatest teacher in the world, but if you're sitting there like this, it's like, you know, you got to want what they have, and you have to want to do the work to get the results. You can't be lazy acting.
Well, that's why I'm saying a lot of people that train at a lot of places, they make all these choices and they get stuck. And that's what you're talking about. The way I saw it was, you know, well, that might not be your reading comprehension of the way the writer wrote it. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, they become argumentative on their choice that they made.
I remember one time you came to HWC and there was an actor in there who was arguing with you. We had to boot his ass out.
Oh,
right?
No,
I mean, really, it's like, this is the downfall of actors. You stand in front of one of the greatest coaches of all time, and then you think no more than they do. Like, no, you don't. And so shut up, listen and learn and apply what they're teaching you. And if you've applied it and you're getting great results, then, you know, good. If you're applying it, you know, you can always go back to what didn't work. You can always refund your misery of not booking. But sometimes when actors train with Amy and they stop with her and they go to other places, they completely stop booking. They completely.
Oh my God. Yeah. Somebody crawled back and they said, can I come back? I'm like, well, 5 slashes on you. That's what you get for cheating on me.
Yeah. But we do. I mean, I know actors that are training with you. They're working. And then they go like, okay, thank you, I've got to know. And they go off and train with someone else, and then they don't book for 6 months, a year, and they're like, oh shit. Then they come back to your technique, back into the class, back into the muscle, and then they start booking again. How many times have you seen that, Amy?
A lot. I think once you get to me, it's time to just get a job, okay?
So that was one of my questions that I was going to save to later, but I've lived it. I'm still living it. And so I will get my main thing that I want us to cover is what are the top 5 things that each of you think an actor, any actor, needs to do now to get 2025 actor ready. But to reframe that, for those comeback actors, I'm still coming back. And I was stuck.
No, you're back. You're back.
No, I'm back. But what I want to say,
you're packaged it together. You've got great representation. You're starting to audition again. You're getting great feedback. You're getting callbacks. You're back.
Thank you. I love you. To tie into what we were just saying, but you have to admit that when you first met me, I was a little bit of that.
Yeah, you weren't back.
A little overtrained. Is she a little overtrained and rusty? Let's fix her. So I think that's
open, Dawnnie. You are open. You know, you also taught acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you are open to receiving. What is my life going to be like in the second half of my life, pursuing the dream I always wanted to do?
So would that be your biggest advice to somebody coming back who has training and took time off, is to be open?
That's part of it for sure, right?
Wendy, what do you think of that?
Here's what I say, folks. What do you say? You got to understand that acting is a journey. Okay, it's a lifestyle. It's like it's a commitment to living your life a certain way. So the milestones that come along the way are all because you are continually investing into the journey over and over, year after year, month after month, training, showing up, doing great work, being grateful for the opportunities and going on to the next thing and the next thing. And while that's happening, you're creating your own content and you're shooting your own great movies and you're working with other filmmakers and you're building networks of people that you can work together outside of what your agent or manager gets you. So it's like a lifestyle, and either person commits and goes all in or they're dabbling. And I always use this term, that you're either curious or you're serious. So I have a lot of friends that are, you know, working actors. I can't turn on the TV at all and not see my friends all over television. But what I know they all have in common is they're all in. They're all in on the training. They're all in on all the auditions. They are prepared. They do not make excuses. So if they're on vacation, they have a tripod with them. They have, there's no time that they don't do the work that's expected of them. And that's why they are where they are at. Would you agree, Amy, or do you want to add to that?
Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. I love hearing you speak. Absolutely. Completely agree.
I love you saying all in. Just be all
in. And you're not all in. You're just, I wish I could play basketball, and you're outside the stadium looking at I wish I could be in there playing basketball. And yet the people that are playing are in there every single day, working out, getting their muscles exercised, watching plays, watching replays of other games, working with a coach, training, working on their mindset, and they never give up. And they're the ones playing. And anyone else is just full of shit. They're talking about wanting something they're not willing to do the work yet.
I tie that into can you imagine a dancer who used to be a ballerina and then just, I haven't done it in a while. Let's go on point. Oh, let's kick my leg up here. Oh, they'd be in the hospital.
Yeah, it's nonsense. But, and I think another thing we learn is that we can't make people want to work at the level Amy always talks about. You have to be an Olympic actor.
Yeah.
Tell them what that means.
Well, what I want to say is I was doing a panel, and this girl came up to me, and she said, I had my kids. I'm referring to your question mostly about when you come back. She said, I used to be an actress. I had my kids. And then she just starts crying. And she says, but I want to do it now. I want to do it now. And she's been in class ever since, and she's been booking, and she just did Jimmy Kimmel a couple of months ago.
Nice.
And this is a girl, and she's been booking a lot of the vertical, shorts. She's just on fire because she feels like she wasted time. So my biggest note to those people is you didn't waste time. Don't feel like you're playing catch up. Because I believe all of us feel like we're playing catch up in some way. And so it keeps you out of the present time. And so I said to her, now's your time. Can you just look at it like you're a student? Like you are learning something every day and you're applying it. You're learning and applying, and stop beating yourself up and stop looking back and think about what you should have done. You're doing it now. Your passion is now. Your time is now. And this is your story, Dawnnie. Your time is now, and let's go.
I love that. It's like you're starting from right here, right now. You're in this present moment. What are we going to do? Everything you did over those last 10, 20 years made you who you are today. The marriage.
Look how much. Yes, look how much you can bring to your work now. Like Dawnnie, you're juicy. You're so juicy. You're so juicy. Hey, because of all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits. That's one of the benefits of having gone through things. I did a video just a couple of days ago about how to nail a monologue as a mature actor. You get younger actors working on something, and they're presented with a situation that maybe they've never lived through. And I hate to admit it, some of us have lived through some pretty hellacious stuff and made it back on the other side. And we bring that to everything we do. I think I gotta say that's one of the things that makes me what you say juicy, is because there's this stuff underneath. And thank God we have a place to put it. Oh, that character needs this.
Yeah. And I'm not surprised, at HWC, which is the school that I run, we get a lot of people that are coming from other careers, like an FBI agent or a police officer or a doctor, all kinds of people that are IT, people that are coming from other careers. And they are like, I've put my dream aside long enough. And now I'm in the position where time is running out. So I need to do what I need to do to get some of what I've been dreaming all my life. I want to experience that, right? And they have a different work ethic.
Yeah, I completely agree, because they're disciplined. They've already been successful in one area of their life, so they just transfer it over. But I think the passion, I think it's about passion.
Passion, yeah.
Sure. It's really about passion.
I'm gonna let this dog out. I may or may not edit this part out, but my German Shepherd is like down here going, nah. But
okay,
you guys talk amongst yourselves, and maybe I'll just leave it in.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, Lord, with that face I just made. Well, go ahead, use it. But Amy, I think that sometimes the new actors, they have, some of them do, but a lot of them don't have the work ethic that people that come from like you just said, a successful career where they know the kind of effort it takes to create success because they've done it in their other jobs.
Well,
they also have more money to invest in their career.
That's true. That's true. But it's like a template. Okay. It's a business template, and business needs to be applied to every business. And so when people come to the entertainment business, they think it's like so different. It's exactly the same. But some of us have been working so hard. Like I could have been a CEO of like 5 companies at this point. And that I put into this career. But there are no other options for me. You know?
Well, that's also one of my questions for later, because you are both fabulous female entrepreneurs. One of the two reasons.
We're both like, yeah, we know.
I love about that. Yeah, you're both alike, but that's also what draws me to you, is that if I weren't an actor, I'd be like entrepreneuring something else, because I've always had that sort of spirit that I don't want to work for nobody. I'm going to create my own. And so, this is off the topic of acting a little, but you teach me this, that we as actors own our own businesses. We are business owners. So as female, very successful, in my eyes, business owners, what do you wish you would have known when you started your entrepreneur?
I don't think this podcast is long enough.
One little I wish. Just
I think it's all trial and error. Oh my God. It's like you make mistakes and you learn from them. You make mistakes and you learn from them. And then you regroup and pivot and try something else. And then you get feedback from your inner circle and find out what they're doing. And then you do more research and then you try again. And the one thing you never, ever, ever do is quit. Ever.
Yeah, there's no option to quitting. But I think for me, it's really trying to keep people out of your life that don't understand your life.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh,
Tell me more about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I kept a lot of people in my life for so long. I remember I was doing really, really well in the early 2000s, the late 90s. I booked like 20 things. I mean, it was crazy on the shows working on television. Mm-hmm. And I was in a relationship with somebody that was very rich, And so how do you turn down like the 4 seasons in Maui because you want to do your career? You see what I mean? So you're like, I'm sorry, honey, but I don't want to go on any more 5-star vacations, right? Because I want to, he wasn't the right match for me, given my dream.
Yes.
I totally understand that. You know why? Because when I was a singer, and that was my only dream at the time, my person that I got with was a record producer. So I can't tell you that all of our time was spent in the studio writing, recording, producing, and working with other artists. And the amount of support I got, I had such a flourishing career for so many years because the person understood me and believed in me and gave me opportunities and supported everything I was doing and opened doors it was just amazing. I owe my whole entire experience to him, and that one person can completely change your life.
I absolutely.
I think you're making a really good point. You got to pick people and have people around you that are like, go for it. You can do it.
Yeah. No, you guys don't need to explain yourself to anybody. And I think as actors, because people don't understand how things go. They're like, oh, why can't you just get on a soap opera? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just call
Art Teschner.
I'll just call Bold and the Beautiful right now and say my friends think that I'd be perfect. You know?
Like Art Teschner. I'm calling Mark. Hey,
yeah,
Mark, I'd like to be on General Hospital tomorrow. Oh, good. You have a part for me? Okay, I'll see you on set.
Ask him if I can come.
No, I haven't taken any acting classes. I don't need them, right? That's stupid fucking conversation.
I know, but it's seriously, they don't get it. I mean, you have to be scrappy at the beginning and figure it out.
You have to be scrappy in the middle and the end, too.
Yeah.
I think you can't be afraid of being scrappy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be afraid to fail all the way to all through your successes. It's all about the failing. That's what it's all about. If you're afraid of failing, or you get intimidated every time you fail and you think you need to quit, then you're not going to be cut out for this.
Yeah.
You got to celebrate your failures and celebrate your victories and enjoy the whole process, right?
I literally sit in my kitchen and play Get Back Up Again. Get Back Up Again. You know that song?
Like Stallone says, it's not how hard you get punched, it's how quickly you get back up.
Yeah. I always hear people saying, oh, I'm not ready for Amy Linden yet. Well, when are you going to be ready? Like, are you crazy? What do you have to gear up to train? What is wrong with you? It's like, you should have been ready when you came out of your mother's womb. I mean, let's go. What are you waiting for? I'm ready.
You know, when I came out of the womb and I was in the crib in the nursery, my daddy came in to see me and all the babies were laying on their back, you know, and I was on my front doing push-ups.
No.
Of course, ready.
You don't even have arm strength to do push-ups, but there I was. And I was ready to live life, right?
That explains a heck of a lot.
It does, doesn't it? But it's like you have to have that enthusiasm and excitement and passion. Is all what Amy said. It's about the passion. If you're so passionate about doing this, the rest is just part of the journey.
Gotta just keep moving forward. You know, I think a lot of people are stuck in this circular file, and they keep circulating, and their package looks like that too, right, Wendy? Like their resume looks. I'll look at a resume. I'll go, did you just throw everything in that drawer? I mean, like that looks like a drawer that you just threw crap on. I'm like,
that drawer in the kitchen that has a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah, you know that drawer, and it's got some credits and then some names. I'm like, why would I know your name in that indie film? Like,
I mean, here's the thing: they don't know, and I get just as flummoxed when I see that too. You know, because they don't know. They come into this business, they don't know, but they
get
think
the information. That's my point.
Yes.
It's like everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs a mentor. You're not going to be able to do this alone.
That's right.
Okay, this is
like
where
you always say, it takes a village.
I need to interject and give a shameless plug for both of you. I talk about actor.club all the time on my channel. I talk about the Linden Technique all the time, the Hollywood Winner Circle all the time. My package, my Actors Access, all of it was a hot mess until these two ladies got a hold of it. And it was like a drawer of, and you both really taught me. Your package shouldn't just tell the story of where you've come from, but where you're going. You taught me that. And here's
I think we always say that. It's like, you know, your package should not be a shit, you guys.
She's got
to go get hers.
Okay. Shameless plug while she's gone. Guys, go to IamEnoughCollection.com. That's You Are Enough. Oh my God, you have the You Enough. Yeah. I Am Enough. There's hoodies. Makes a great gift for yourself, for your friends, and apply the code Enough20.
Yes, she just dropped the code to you, my friends, my watchers here. And
you know, I love this brand. I love all your products. I have probably 5 t-shirts and a couple cups, and I go and buy a t-shirt every you know, there's so many great designs. The designs are great, but it feels like the life is good concept, you know, like you are enough is something that people need to be saying to themselves as an affirmation every second, every part of their every day. Because I think that most people struggle with the fear and worry that they're not enough.
Yep.
And I love this brand that you have. It's just, I am enough. And you live in that truth and you live in that statement, and your products are really beautifully made. The quality of them is great. The designs are beautiful. I love the line. So congratulations on that. It's amazing.
I have a short featuring this very mug. It is like 42,000 views right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm so excited to get the same one, Dawnnie. Look at the colors on that. Like, isn't that freaking beautiful?
We're very colorful people.
Well, you know what it is? It's a mama bear. It's a mama wolf holding the baby. It's mama wolf holding the baby and saying, you are enough, baby. Because I didn't get that as a baby. And so that's where that design came from.
Well, you know what's also beautiful about that? When you become an adult, you have to be the mother to your own child. Or the
yes. Oh, drop.
You know, you have to be the one that's telling your inner child that you are enough and you are shaped for good things and you are capable. And you have to constantly be telling yourself that on a loop.
Anytime I make a video on this topic, I say that you should speak to yourself how you would speak to your child. I have a 9-year-old and I tell her she can be anything she wants in this world. And if anybody tells her she can't, she can tell them that my mommy says you're a liar.
I have a picture of me as a child up in my house. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Oh, please, where your party's being reached.
Put that up close.
It's kind of hard to look at her. I don't know if you can see her. Hold on. Oh, I love her so much. And when you're at Amy's house, you're my baby. When you're at Amy's house, she has a picture of her child self.
All right, let me get it.
Okay. I see her every day. And this was a little velvet, this was a little velvet dress that was my mother loved this. And she hung it in my closet and I was, oh, Amy!
You're so cute, baby Amy.
And her eyes sparkle just like they do today. Like her joy comes from so deep within. And every day I walk past that picture of her. I tell her I love her. That little girl in her, I love so much.
You recently posted on your channel the movie you made, and I told this moving story of you as a girl, and I was just moved to tears when I watched it.
Well, when I was a kid growing up, my dream was she's so fucking cute. When I was a girl growing up, my dream was to be a singer. And I was bullied as a kid for being black. I grew up in Connecticut, and I grew up in an Italian community. Yeah, I'm black, don't you know? And I had that from the whites and from the blacks. So I had a feeling that I wasn't good enough when I'd step into the world. But inside, I had an internal, I loved myself. I really just loved me. And I loved myself, my creativity. I loved who I am. I always have. But when I would step in the world and I get that kind of feedback, that would make me like, ooh, I don't want to, that makes me, is there something wrong with me? Like questioning myself and not even questioning questioning my own value, my own worth, but not enjoying the feeling of being around people that are making me trying to feel bad about who I am or saying nasty things about me. It's like, it was painful.
The thing I admire about you, Wendy, is your self-confidence. It's very real. It's just inherent.
Thank you. Yeah, you too.
And in fact,
I feel like that's
mine is manufactured. Yours is deep. Yours is deep.
It really is. It is deep, and it goes deep in my gut.
I learned that from you. I learned that. Yeah.
But you know how they say, like, surround yourself with the people that are where you want to go, or you are the 5 people you surround yourself with, something like that. You make me stronger. You make me a better human, a better actor, a better entrepreneur, all the things. So just know how infectious your energy is in a positive way.
Well, Amy's my mentor. Amy's one of my mentors, there's only a few people that I would ever tell, like, all my soul secrets to. Because when you tell soul secrets to people, the wrong people, they'll use it against you. All
right, we got to hit these 5 questions. You can do them as bullet points. I don't care. But I promise these 5 questions, so please give me my
Go ahead, Amy. I'll listen. I'll learn from you.
Top 5 things an actor needs to do now to get 2025 ready, Amy. And if she says something in your mind, Wendy, you'll have to pick something else. They can't be repeats.
Good God, all these rules and regulations.
I know. It's a game.
I think every actor needs an emotional journal. And because you are a walking, talking emotional vehicle for the writer. So if you can get that emotional journal straight, that would be great. Because when we go and spend, $20 an hour, 19, whatever, to go to a movie, we're going because we want the person to change us in some way. Mm-hmm. Like when I go to let's say a Denzel Washington movie, I'm going because I'm going to see Denzel. Like a Ryan Gosling. I know I'm going to go see Ryan Gosling. So that's what makes a movie star. That's what makes a star. That's what makes somebody so famous on a TV show that you want to watch them every week, is because of their emotional vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And their facility and their ability to work their emotional vehicle from like a gold skater. Bam, 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 flawlessly clean work, so you could really see the story. Okay.
The emotional journal, though, tell them what that is.
Well, you pick an emotion and you stay on it until you find the trigger to it. Like I did a whole movie using my grandmother and the feeling of loss when she passed. So it's the feeling, it's not the grandmother, but it's the feeling that she gave me. And so that's a trigger for me. And then you find it in your body and then you write down, this is what got me there and this is the trigger. Mm-hmm. It's not her, it's thinking about her, feeling her, and then understanding what loss is, and loss with emotion.
And you talk about that in your book. And if you don't have this book, people, you need it, and or both, you need to listen to it on Audible, because you talk about that a lot, about knowing where these things live for you.
Yeah. Okay, so that's number one. Sorry. Number two. Get your head together. Get your head together. Because people want to be in business with powerful people. And so, when you work, I want you to work with such vigor, like how strong Wendy is, the strength of swinging through. But you can't do that when Gunk is in your vehicle.
Gunk.
So you gotta de-Gunk.
De-Gunk.
Whatever that means for you. Maybe it's therapy, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's something spiritual, or I don't know, ayahuasca, I don't know. Whatever works for you, to get to a place where you're clear. Because if you are a facility for the writer, you're a channel for the writer, your stuff can't be in the way of the character.
Unless it serves the character.
Right. But how are you going to find it if you got all this other stuff in the way?
Yeah, you have to know where.
You got to get it out of the way in order to see things clearly, and then go and find it.
And then get it, and then use your certain.
Yeah, use your Gunk.
Mm-hmm.
That's two. Emotional. Oh my God.
and the Gunk. Okay.
Yeah. And
so juicy. This is not what I expected. This is
number one. Your emotional journal.
The third one is clean up your life in your house. I know, if I don't want to spend 5 minutes looking for something. Everything needs to feel like almost feng shui in a way, but everything needs to be organized. Like, don't make your kitchen your office. Like, find a very special place that's yours. Like, I have a friend of mine that her kid moved out, and I said, you have to make that your acting room.
That's great.
So, because you're doing business and it has to be sacred.
Yeah.
It can't be like the laundry's in the corner, and now some of us have small places. So pick a corner of your place and don't put Gunk in there.
Yes.
Put you in there and put up everything, like that's where your setup will be. That's where your lighting will be. That's where all your stuff will be. And maybe that's where you study. Go get a beanbag chair or something. Go sit comfortably in that space.
Like, designate a sacred space.
Yes. And then everything around that space has to be organized and cleaned out, which brings me to number 4. Go over your resume and over the auditions that you had in the past, and go look online and see what people are wearing. You have to get your wardrobe together. And assign the wardrobe to particular stock characters that you play. I mean, you know that there's this one shirt that always gets me booked, or people are happy when they see it. So I know that's my happy shirt. You know, be real clear about, so you're not scattered. The only thing you need to be thinking about is the life of the character. You can't be freaking out about dialogue. I mean, about wardrobe. Because wardrobe needs to be organized where you play certain roles all the time. Mm-hmm. What does that detective look like? What does she feel like? What's the hair like? What's the makeup like? What's the okay? And
I love that.
And the fifth thing, am I on the fifth thing?
Number 5.
Yeah, 5. You notice I didn't talk about acting at all.
Mm-hmm. All mindset.
Yeah, it's all mindset. I mean, of course, I will teach you the technique, but that's something different. If you don't have these other things, the technique won't breathe through you. The 5th thing is get rid of anybody that's annoying. Get rid of anybody that makes you feel bad.
Oh, for sure. And block them on all your stuff.
Yeah. you have to feel powerful and you know, and have a voice. So within who you are, again, it goes with the sacred space. It goes with everything that I'm talking about. Really being clear on what you stand for and what your voice is, but you can't be clear when you have people being negative around you.
It's really taking control of your space and your energy and honoring yourself.
You have to, because you're a vehicle.
Oh.
And if you want to be a brilliant actor, your vehicle has to be clean. And that includes everything that I talked about.
And I'll tell you one thing, I know Amy very well. She lives it. She lives this, what she's talking about.
Her space house, and it looks like it's staged to be like sold tomorrow. It's so gorgeous. Everything is in its place. I'm taking notes here. I'm going to declutter some stuff in December.
Oh, so you have to almost look around your space and go, okay, I relate to that. I relate to that. I relate to that. I don't know what that is. Okay, it's gone.
Yeah. It's like what Mercado says, right? If it sparks joy and if it serves you, keep it. And if not.
Yeah, remember we talked about that when you were packing?
Oh, when I moved?
Yeah, when you moved. Yeah, we were talking.
I mean, I only have everything. I also live like that. Like every single thing is in its space. There's nothing that's not in its where it lives. Everything has a space and it lives in it.
Yeah, might as well have a little placard right in front of it. Where Chanel is.
And if you come to wherever I live, that's in that space. They all live in their own spaces.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to teach that to my daughter. This is the shoe place. This is the toy room. This is mom's office.
She has it by designer.
That's me. Oh, in my closet. Oh, my Chanel in here, and then my Gucci up there, and my Prada over here, and then each section has a little book that goes with it. My Gucci book is with my Gucci purse. My Prada book is my Prada. Everything is. But I love designer bags. You know, that's one of my dominants.
Yeah, one of them was in a movie. You made a movie on one.
Damn right. I love that bag.
Okay, 5 questions.
Okay, so that's my 5.
That's your job.
You're in my class, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's a given. If people aren't studying with you, then you're wasting an opportunity to train with a master. It's kind of like if Stanislavski was still alive and he was standing in front of you, able to teach you what he knows, and you're like, no, I'll go train over here at John Casablancas. It's like, it's like you're standing in front of a master. And so you should be ready to absorb every single thing that they're going to teach you. So I always send people to Amy because I just think, nobody can pull a performance out of you like she can. And nobody can and it's not that you become reliant on her. You become so good at doing it that you can do it with her. And I love, love, love that. So, okay, what are my 5? My 5, what's the question again?
What are the top 5 things any actor needs to do now in order to get 2025 ready?
Well, for me, it's always about their materials. It's always about materials, that their package has to be spectacular. And they need to take that seriously because there's a tremendous amount of competition. There are so many people that want one job that it's not like it used to be. It's like thousands and thousands of people now that want a job. So, and thousands of actors that want an agent or manager. So you can't be dicking around with your package and have it be, well, I just got these headshots done and I shot them with my friend. It's like, all right, well, see, in 5 years, you still won't have a career. You must not want it bad enough. But I think for me, they need to become very, very aware that they need to put their energy and focus and time into creating a really substantial package. And for me, the second part of that is their footage. I think their footage is critical. And I think it should not be a compilation of everything they've done. It should be an example of where they want to be cast. So for me, number 2 is or I would say understanding how important the package is number 1. Number 2 is actually, let's break it down and start with the footage. I want a piece of footage, a clip that moves me emotionally and shows me why I'm going to watch you in a whole season. I want to watch you go on a journey that just takes me there the whole time, and I can't take my eyes off of you. I want to be brought so deeply into your work and into your character and feel so much that I couldn't possibly turn it off. And if I don't see that kind of footage, and I don't see that kind of footage the majority of the time in actors, because they're cobbling together footage from a bunch of projects they did that are not specifically crafted for their excellence. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I could book a role playing a person in a supermarket going, hey, wait, my apples. Those are my apples. Those are my apples. You can't take my apples. But like, who cares? Nobody cares about it. I booked it. They paid me. I got on set. I did it. Oh, and I got the footage back. I'm so excited. But it doesn't, if that's what I'm going to use to give to Ava DuVernay to tell her that I should be on her show as a series regular? That's ridiculous. So you're better off creating like a self-tape that goes deeply into a character and shows what you're really capable of at the guest star level, at the series regular level. When you only have 10 seconds to make that impression, then make it your best. They can always throw you one line if that's what they're intending to do, right? They can always give you a co-star, but don't craft your materials to sell you as a co-star. And if you don't make that shift, I can't tell you, I can't tell you how many actors are not going to work. Because they have choices. They can look at that and go, no, I can find better. So I think that's
1 and 1A, or is that 1 and 2?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Boom, mic drop.
That's all of it. It's like literally get your shit together, get your clips together, get your reels together. And number 3, stop arguing with me about I need a demo reel. No, you do not. You need to show me you can act in a clip. Show me in one scene.
I need to do a sidebar, and when she says arguing with her, when you do, and you have to do yourself a favor, and at the very least watch, I'm going to link it. You'll go to the webinar where she talks about the Hollywood Winner Circle. And it says you get a Zoom weekly. No, we get like 3 or 4. And casting directors, managers, agents. Amy Linden would know me from Adam if it wasn't for Wendy Elaine Wright in the Hollywood Winner Circle. And you come in, all these things they're talking about, my friends, I am not kidding you. If you don't know how to do it, they're going to teach you how to do it. And I've seen that. Like, people come in and be like, ha.
This is a course for people that are willing to think and that are willing to do the work. It's for people that are going to put the time and energy and effort in. And we're welcome step by step through everything they have to do. I would say number 3, get the course. It's like, I was walking around my house yesterday thinking, when somebody wants to be a lawyer, they go to law school, right? If someone wants to be a doctor, they go to med school. And if someone wants to go to be an actor, they should go to Hollywood Winner Circle Academy. That's just a no-brainer. How are you going to get the knowledge, the expertise, the wisdom on your own, standing in the kitchen? This is a very complicated business. And if you come to HWC, I'm going to give you people like Amy. Yep. So I'm going to give you the best headshot photographers, the best vocal coaches, the best voiceover training, the best scene study, the best booking coaches. Like, I'm going to give you, I bring everything into it to give you. And that should be, living there should be your priority.
Are you doing any sales right now on the Hollywood Winner Circle course?
Good grief, Dawnnie.
Do you have any secrets you could tell us?
Okay, there's a very small secret that I've only told a couple thousand people. That's it. And that's all who's going to really hear about it. We have 85,000 people on our mailing list. Okay. It's ridiculous how many people we have, but you can't train 85,000 people. So you can't send out a mailing to 85,000 people and say, hey, come get the course for under $300. Because everybody, you can't train that many people. So we have selected a certain select group of people that will know about this, and you are one of them, Dawnnie, now, because now you just outed me. But for under $300, you can have the course, and it's a 1-year training program. And this is we don't do this price. It's $279. This is an $800 course. Yeah. But here's the thing. We've been through, a massive strike and the COVID and just like a really rough time, and actors have been like scraping by, and it's been really rough. But I just decided to do something ridiculously obscene for the Cyber Monday, Black Friday thing and bring it down to under $300. That way there's no deterrent to getting into the training, because I know if you're going to succeed in 2025, you need support, and you need professional guidance, and you need accountability, and you need like someone pushing you and making sure you're on the right track. So I think it's the greatest investment an actor could ever make,
I'm not
also, I just realized what?
I'm not going to post this in the comments. They're going to have to hear this. So you tell them what to put in. Is there a code they have to put in? You're only going to know this if you watch this whole videos, my friends.
Well, then I would suggest you email my office, info@Hollywood Winners Circle with an S, winners, info@HollywoodWinnersCircle.com. And my office will give you a private link where you can get the course for $270.
I love you.
Are you going to put a deadline on it?
Yeah, usually when she sends it out, it's 3 days. I mean,
listen,
listen,
because I did a podcast with Audrey Helps Actors and everybody, and now I've done it twice with her, but the first one I offered a discount, and that was like 7 years ago, and I would get people going, "Hey, just listen to your podcast with Audrey. Can I still get that discount?"
Okay, so listen, but if you missed that, you know that my affiliate link is at the top of this YouTube channel, and you can use affiliate 100 to get $100 off, and that never expires. So those of you
that's good.
Heard what she said, though, feel free to go directly. I don't care about my affiliate link. If you're going to get that price, get that price.
Yeah. I mean, it's an insane price. I think you got to be. I think if you're going to spend a year in a community and you're going to get acting, you're going to get all the training you need. You're going to get feedback, and I mean, Amy has a great program too. You know, I'm not the only one that exists. Amy has the Actor Club.
The Actor Club is only for people that are already in the master class.
Oh well, you're new.
You gotta qualify to be in that club. No.
Well, then we are not competing, are we? But I was willing to give the clients to you because that's how much I know.
We're not competing at all. Also, what I've been doing in the club, I mean, I just had co-star class on Sunday, and we did a mock casting.
Yeah, I was there. I was part of the casting room.
Yeah, they were put in the waiting room. Yeah, well, actually, you were a producer.
Okay, I was a producer.
Yeah, she was a producer. And so when the person's not up, the producers decide whether or not they get a call back. And then
let me get real specific, you guys, with my 5 before I forget, okay?
Yeah, sorry.
No. Number one, realize that this is a very, very competitive market and you have to have your package together. And if you don't make that a priority, you will not be winning in 2025. 2, your acting clips are everything and they have to be substantial, and you need to really deep dive into the kind of roles that you most likely play and make sure you have footage that represents that. 3, I would say, you've got to develop a very strong mindset and just stay focused that on the result you want to have. You have to realize that the law of attraction is a real thing. That it's like gravity. Okay. It's a law. And you're sitting on this planet and you're not flying off because gravity's holding you to it. The law of attraction is a real thing. So the law of attraction simply means what you focus on will expand. What you put your attention on will grow. So if you tell yourself you suck, you're not good enough, the business isn't good, you're not going to get opportunities, and that's what you're focused on, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So you have to get conscious about what your thoughts are and make sure that you are programming yourself for success mentally. You are telling yourself positive affirmations, you write them down, you listen to them at night, subliminals, you surround yourself with positive people who are saying positive things, and you keep your mindset focused on the results you do want to achieve, not on what you don't. Because if you focus on what you don't want to have, you'll get more of that. So you got to focus on what you do want to have. And then the key to the law of attraction is you have to put yourself in the situation as if it's already happened and feel the experience of it's actually happening to you. Because that's the energy that magnetizes it to come to you. So you think about like, okay, I want to have $10,000. And then you go, okay, well, how does that feel when I have that? And you have to see yourself.
Oh, it feels great. I know I already spent it. Dawnnie, I have to do a coaching at 1:00. So.
Okay, you're going to get another 10,000 next month anyway. Okay, 4 and 5.
Go to Train with Amy Linden, number 4, and watch Dawnnie's YouTube channel, number 5.
Okay, I love it.
Those are good.
Do you have to go, or can you bring Tanner in real quickly?
Come on, come here real quick. We're going to wrap this up.
Guys, go to thelindentechnique.com and just sign up for the intensive if you want to get started.
Okay, bye.
All right, Fimmel.
Hold on. Bring Fimmel. I mean,
Fimmel has to have surgery tomorrow.
Oh,
She's
my
having
God.
a little lump they found down here.
I love you, Fimmel. You're going to be great. Bella said she loves you.
Oh.
Okay, thank you so much. I love you to the moon and back, you and your fur babies. I'll see you many times on Zoom this week.
Dawnnie, let's do this again.
Okay, it means the world
Do
to
this
me.
again, and thank you. And I'm so excited about your YouTube channel.
I love
it's so helpful. Subscribe to her channel. It's so much good.
Subscribe to her channel, guys.
And all of you out there, believe in yourself and don't get in the way of your own dreams. You can do this. We believe in you.
We got you.
We love you.
Bye.
I love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Aww.
Aww.
Thank you, Amy and Wendy. I'm going to create an actor challenge based on the tools that you gave us today. So those of you listening, hit the notification bell and make sure to watch the videos that pop up next because one of them is going to help you get an agent or manager in 2025. See you in the next one.